What's up, everybody? This is DJK. We're going to be talking about what happened in CVC this week, and I would like to talk a little bit about Yannica. She is about what we're going to be able to. The only thing that I see a lot of the players in the game right now are trying to spend their clan quest points on. So let's just go over really what she does. Can you use her? Is she going to be efficient? Is this something you want to spend your points on? So her aura is going to increase ally attack in all battles by 30%. I generally don't use any attack auras unless it's I'm going to try to nuke a whole entire wave, but I think Yannica's more built just straight for PvP. Now, her 11 Judgment attacks all enemies, ignores all shields, removes shield buffs from the target if the champion is under a veil or a perfect veil buff, and then deals extra damage equal to 15% of the veil of the removed shield buffs. It's value of the removed shield buffs. Damage is based on attack. We can get this on a 4-turn cooldown. So essentially, what this means, this is going to be her biggest skill here, is that if the enemy has shield buffs up and she is under a veil, she's going to rip those buffs right off the enemy. She's going to do an extra 15% of the value of those removed shield buffs. So if you're going up against a Krisk or any of these new ones that have just these huge shields that you are not going to be able to beat, if you can get her to go first, she will rip those shield buffs off and deal damage for them having that on there. So that is an amazing skill. I mean, that's awesome. This can, if you're just a coming up player, even if you're in Platinum Arena, that's going to help you out. Let's go to her second skill. So Baffling Speed, she will attack one enemy and place a perfect veil buff on herself for 3 turns. If the attack is critical, she grants an extra turn. So her A2 here is always going to give her an extra turn when she uses it, so she's going to put a perfect veil on herself. Then she can go ahead and do this, because now she has that perfect veil on herself. She can use her bigger skill then right afterwards. Let's check out her A1. She's going to attack enemy 2 times. Each hit has a 50% of placing a leech. It attacks all enemies 2 times instead if this champion is under a veil buff. So if she is still under a veil buff, she is going to be able to use she will attack, it's an AoE attack, each enemy twice. You can we can get this up to let's see, 50, 60, 70% placing that leech buff. So Yannica is going to shine on her own, but she has to have speed. I love reading these reviews sometimes. I bet you the recommended artifacts are speed and attack. Oh, crit rate and attack. That is correct. Well, so as it said here, she will place a perfect veil buff on this champion first 3 turns if the attack is critical. Okay, so this is situational. That's where a lot of people are going to miss on this. This doesn't just automatically put this perfect veil buff up here from what I can read. So the team that she would shine on is anything that will place a perfect veil on her. There are just a unbelievable amount of characters out there now that place the veil buffs, the perfect veil buffs. If she can't go first, if you do not have that speed team and you are going up against a team of increased turn meter, bomb, you are going to need her to already be under this, so she doesn't have to attack to put this on. If you can put a perfect veil buff on her on your team first off, she can then do the skill that this 11 Judgment here, Elven Judgment here, that will, this is what you want. Attack all the enemies, rip off their shield buffs, do damage to them based on that shield buff. She can shine. But I'm going to tell you now, if you are a mid-game or beginning game player, that she is not going to be somebody that you were just going to throw out there and say, oh my god, she is going to be a boss. I have fought so many times, I rarely see Yannica used. But if you could build a team around Yannica, let's just take a look at one of mine real quick here. We go into here. If you could build a team where she can be put up with others, like if you could put her in here with the Duchess will put up that buff for her. If you could put her up, there's a couple other ones. This would be a perfect team where I could swap her out right here for Can Draw Fun. I could put her in. She will already have a perfect veil. She will have a shield of her own. And if you go up across some of these teams, they're going to throw up these unbelievably huge shields. She can just rip that off and go right to town. So we're getting her shards currently out of the clan quest. Right here. You can get up to a limit of 5. I believe it's a week. So if you pulled all 5 every week, you would have a copy of her in right around a 5. I'm going to assume you need 100. So 5 a week, it would take you a couple months to get that over there. But you can, nonetheless. And it's only 100 of these coins. So personally for me, I'm really just going to sit back and wait for the chickens and the books. I already have a Yannica. I don't need another one. I don't think that if I didn't have one, I would be spending these coins just to get her like that. But you have limited options in here right now. Plarium, please rework this system here. Also, please rework. We got pretty much slaughtered. Almost 5 million points behind. We tried. And a big shout out to everybody on my team and Sin here. And me bringing up the back here. I was way up there before, but as the day ended, we did what we could. We did not make it, but we should not be facing this team here. But again, that's a matching system issue that I think Plarium has. They need to take a look at that. So what else do we got going on this week? There will be a 10x pull. I'm not sure if that's in the news yet. Let's see. Nope. There will be a 10x pull this weekend. Tundra will be in there, but what everybody has to remember is that's a 10x if you pull a legendary, and then it will go in between the 10x chance to get them. I think there's 2 or 3 legendaries that you can pull for with a 10x chance. Now that 10x is going to spread out between them. If you don't have a Tundra, if you really want one and you have a lot of shards to pull, you could probably do it. It is not a 10x event to chance up. It is just a 10x chance that if you do hit your mark, that you will get one of the ones that are shown. So anyways, remember that when we go into the weekend, start saving up. The next PvP is going to be coming up 2 weeks from right now. Let's hope that as clusters we can get easier matchups for some of us. For the ones that don't have a win yet, let's get it in. Thanks for watching, guys. Subscribe if you liked.